Saurabh Maheshwari, who will be joining us for the session titled Information Systems and Security Audit. Dr. Saurabh Maheshwari is currently designated partner at Skills Tech LLP, New Delhi. He is a distinguished academician and strategist with over 18 years of experience in the EdTech and higher education sector. A TEDx speaker, international trainer, and cybersecurity expert, he has trained over 28,000 professionals and students across India and abroad. Sir holds multiple advanced degrees, including a PhD in education management, and has served in leadership roles across renowned institutions.
His work spans areas such as institutional strategy, digital transformation, startup mentorship, and educational policy. He has authored several books, contributed to national curricula, and been honored for his outstanding contributions to student mentoring. A passionate educator and speaker, Dr. Maheshwari brings immense insight into emerging educational paradigms and innovative learning.
Now, I would like to invite Sir to come on stage to guide us. A huge round of applause for Sir. Sir, please come.
So I'm here just to tell you that there are multiple other areas apart from direct security, direct domain, direct quantum computing and all, which are actually much needed in today's scenarios. Fine. So just to tell you in the continuation what the sir was talking about, that was related to cyber security. Fine. Now before beginning the sessions, I do not want to take it to a very high note. I just need to make sure that all of you are on the same page when it comes to cyber security and all, right? So just quick things for you, just some facts and figure. Now, you know why cybersecurity and related areas are pretty much important for Indian domain? Because we are the youngest country in the world as of now. And when it comes to youngest country, that means youth is more inclined towards tech. Yes or no? Yes. And when tech comes up, 99% of the individuals do not know that what the security is all about. We all are using mobile phones, we all are using laptops, we all are doing a lot of computational things and application based things, including our digital payments and all. But how many of us actually have bothered about cyber security? How many of you have ever thought of that your mobile phone needs to have an anti-malware software? सोचा है किसी ने? आपके फोन में anti-malware software है सर? नहीं है. जबकि ज्यादा सेंसिटिव काम आज आप कहां से करते हैं? ज्यादा डेलिकेट काम कहां करते हैं? लैपटॉप पे, डेजिग्नेटेड सिस्टम पे या पोर्टेबल डिवाइसेस पे, मोबाइल फोन्स पे? अगर मोबाइल फोन पे ज्यादा करते हैं तो डोंट यू फील द सिक्योरिटी इन द मोबाइल फोन इज प्रीटी मच रिक्वायर्ड? But point is that the thought of cyber security is never a primary thought of us till we are enter into some or the other disasters. That is fact. We all are listening some or the other cyber issues almost on the daily basis, that some or the other individual comes into digital arrest. Heard or not? Now yesterday only when I was in the train, today in the morning when I was in the train, I was just looking at the latest newspaper which was circulated in the train. There was an ex-Supreme Court judge. Now you know, Supreme Court judge have a very high intellectual level. Now a ex-Supreme Court judge wife was under the cyber arrest for 8 days and she has lost 3 crore rupees in cyber arrest or digital arrest. Now on the other side, when she is a part of the legal domain, she must be aware of the fact that there is nothing in the IPC which is called as digital arrest. डिजिटल अरेस्ट नाम की कोई टर्मिनोलॉजी पूरे इंडियन पीनल कोड में नहीं है. बट अगर लॉयर या जस्टिस की वाइफ अगर फंस सकती है तो आई थिंक वी ऑल आर वेरी वल्नरेबल. सो माय फर्स्ट टेक इज टू मेक श्योर दैट वेदर वी ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट साइबर थ्रेट्स और नॉट, एंड इफ यू आर अवेयर अबाउट, देन व्हाट नीड्स टू बी डन? Pre-pandemic to post-pandemic, I'll tell you certain more figures. We are 4th in digital transformation in the world. You know, in the process of digital transformation, that is in last around 10 years or so, from nowhere till today, we are executing more than 50% of the financial transaction in the world. आज से 9 साल पहले 8 नवंबर को या कितने 16 नवंबर को रात को 8 बजे मोदी जी ने आके टिकट वो नोट्स बंद किए थे. Fine, everybody of us was cursing to Modi ji that what he has done a blunder. Yes or no? Yes. But today when he talks about Modi ji, अगर रात को आके फिर बोल देते हैं सारे नोट बंद है तो हमें फर्क पड़ेगा? Most of us have shifted to QR codes. Right, and you would be amazed to know that June 2025, that is a month back, total digital transaction executed in the world, उसका 50% इंडिया में हो रहा है. That means out of 2, 1 transaction executed by Indians, and these are the same Indians who are 9 years back are not aware about what the payment is all about. What is digital payment? How to go for QR code scanning and all. Yes or no? So we are the fourth as of now in the digital transformation. In next 3 years down the line, we are going to the third in the digital transformation. That means in last a decade or so, we have accepted technology much faster than any other part of the world. But that is one take. That is, yes, we are digitally sound ecosystem, but are we safe or not? That's a bigger concern. Now, if we are safe or not, let me showcase you few more figures. Just some figures for you. I want you to read it out. We are the youngest country in the world. We have 110 crore internet users in the country. 35 crore people or 35 crore youth is studying in college, youth and universities. We are generating this quantum of data every day, and that is humongous, without worrying about whether we are generating in a safe domain or not safe domain. We are fourth in the digital transformation, and this last financial calendar year, we have executed 21,000 financial transactions in just one single calendar year. This is huge. And even if without worrying the case that post-pandemic to pre-pandemic, the rise in cybercrime in India, which is official means recorded, is 1500% official rise in cybercrime. And that too in last 5 years only. Official, that means recorded. If you talk about unrecorded, I think this number has gone to a different level altogether. Means a lot of the crimes have never been posted to the government or never been posted in the, police departments and also. We have not recorded those crimes. This year, this is the number, this is the financial amount which the world is going to get lost because of cyber threats and cyber issues. $10.5 trillion. And if I'll just compare it to make it a very understandable figure for you, it is 3 times the current Indian economy, almost. Current Indian economy is $3.7, $3.8 trillion. We have just 4, but we have come down because of this India-Pakistan issues and all. But $3.7 trillion is the Indian economy, and the amount we are going to lose in this calendar year is somewhere around $10.5 trillion. That means criminals are earning more than the entire economy, or they are snatching money what is the entire economy is all about. Don't you feel this particular topic is more to be discussed rather than just to keep aside? Yes? See, we are top 5 among the most cyber attack nation in the world, and we are 16th in the cyber security index. The gap is pretty much large. Security index में हम लोग 16 के नीचे हैं, और अटैक इंडेक्स के अंदर टॉप 5 में हैं हम लोग. That means people all around the world, the attackers all around the world knows that Indians are careless about cyber security. We have never ever bothered to even protect our mobile phones and all. And now why this particular problems is much bigger in India, because we are not aware about these terms. We are not aware about what the cybercrime is. We are not aware about what the every tech domain. It's not only cyber security. Individuals and professionals has to talk about cyber security. I think even an arts and a commerce graduate needs to know, typically from his own work area, what is the cyber security for him or her. Then comes why everyone needs to know about it, because it is affecting to every one of us. You minus technology from your life, can you sustain for even a single day? Imagine the cloud is not working for a day for you. The entire cloud ecosystem crashes for a day. You will not be able to have any entertainment in your life. You will not be able to have any social media in your daily routine. Not being able to communicate in any manner, no payments, no net banking, fine, no Google Maps, nothing. आपको शक होगा कि आप धरती पे होगी, यहाँ से निकल लियो. We are so dependent on cloud today. And when we are so dependent, we need to know that what are the main reasons of cybercrime. And if you are aware about same reasons, I think we will half the way around, we know what can affect us. So obviously we can find out the way to get out of it. कोई बता सकता है 3 reasons कौन से हैं cyber attack के? और ये 3 reasons नहीं बोलूँगा, ये 3 हमारी characteristics हैं. These are the characteristics of a human being. If you minus 3 characteristics, I think we are away from the cyber issues. Anyone? Any guesses? Trust? अच्छा कर लेते हो आप इस पे, मत किया करो सर. नहीं, ट्रस्ट नहीं है. 3 सिंपल से वर्ड है, लालच, आलस और डर. आप 3 चीजों को अपने कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स से निकाल दो. आपको लालच होता है कि कूपन आ गया 500 रुपए का, क्लिक कर लेते हैं, क्लेम कर लेंगे, कुछ तो मिलेगा. कुछ मिलेगा नहीं, बहुत कुछ चला जाएगा. सो लालच खत्म करो. आलस, ऑनलाइन कोई भी चीज मांगता है हम दे देते हैं. ठीक है, आपका जेन्युइन क्लेम था इंश्योरेंस एजेंसी से, जेन्युइन क्लेम था, आपको जेन्युइनली फोन आया था कि आपका एक पुराना इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी मैच्योर हो गया है, जस्ट कम डाउन एंड क्लेम योर अमाउंट. यू फाइंड आउट इज देयर एनी वे आउट रादर देन मी कमिंग अप. किसी और तरीके से प्रोसेस हो सकता है क्या? आपसे बोलेगा ठीक है, द अनदर वे आउट इज प्लीज अटैच योर आधार कार्ड, पैन कार्ड एंड अ कैंसिल चेक. टू एन ईमेल और मे बी आप स्कैन करके भेज देते, आई विल प्रोसेस ना तो वो गलत था ना आप गलत थे, आपने सिर्फ क्या दिखाया, आलस. And that communication which you have executed on the digital platform can get leaked out or not? Yes, because most of you are using the same Gmail account for almost every purpose. True. And you have forgotten your Gmail password. Am I right? Am I right? Have you forgotten your Gmail password, ma'am? So that's the challenge. The same Gmail is connected to your Aadhaar card, the same Gmail is connected to your PAN card, the same Gmail is connected to your bank account details, the same is connected to your professional work, and the same will be connected to 1,000 places, and that particular identity of yours lost out. You don't know what the password is all about, because every time they ask, recover kar lenge, restore kar lenge. But is it the right way? No. So something which is most critical for you on the digital platform, we are so careless about managing that single email ID. That is a challenge. That's what I'm saying. So problem security का नहीं है, problem ये कि awareness ही नहीं है. तो आलस बहुत भरा हुआ हमारे में. And third is डर, हर कोई डरा देता है. फोन आता है आपके पास, ठीक है, आपके अगेंस्ट में एक नोटिस आया है या क्लेम आया है, आप डिजिटल अरेस्ट हो, अभी से आप हो जाते हैं, हाँ डिजिटल अरेस्ट हो गए, हम तो घर से बाहर नहीं निकलना आपको. कोई भी डर जाता है हमें. अभी 3 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, लालच, आलस और डर. If you minus them from your own nature, I think there is no way out in which any attack, leave the cyber part, a normal attack cannot be conducted against you. But point is that humans are filled up with these 3 characteristics, and with time we are increasing these much more than previous years. So when risk is there, you have to consider 2 things. One is cyber security is an important part, and not only this, there is a very another important domain which has never been counted in the engineering colleges, is called cyber audits. जब तक ऑडिट कंडक्ट नहीं होगी सिक्योरिटी इंप्लीमेंट नहीं कर सकते, राइट? एंड none of the engineering students till they pass their engineering are aware about something called cyber audit as an area of expertise or area of opportunity for them, which can generate certain good revenues, not only from job perspective, but they can start their own consulting also. Never ever thought. So today I am here to talk about these 2 areas. One is security, what the security is all about, and what are risk we need to make sure we are covering up or not. And on the other side, we need to talk about what is IS audit, what is information system audit, and how audit is going to discover the vulnerabilities, gaps in the system, so that we can find out a mechanism to cover them up. So 2 areas, and ये दोनों areas बहुत बड़ी opportunity आने वाले time में. I am practicing into all these 3 domains or 2 domains from last round almost 2 decades, almost. And I can see the market is pretty big in coming years to come. Why? Because data is more generated, people are more digitally inclined, and compliances are more implemented these days. Now when I talk about compliances, I want to know how many of you are aware about an act called DPDP Act. सुना है किसी ने? नहीं सुना है. तो ये ना, ये गैप जो होता है ना, कि कोई चीज सुनी सुनी है कि सुनी सुनी हो गई है, right? So gap between suna suna and suna suna is known as education. And when everybody of us is dealing into lot of digital data today, yes or no? कितनी सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट करते हैं डेली, कितने व्हाट्सएप मैसेज करते हैं रोज, लिंक्डइन की पोस्ट, yes or no? Official, unofficial communication, social media marketing, everything. So when you all are doing these areas, don't you feel that you have to aware about what the laws and compliances coming up in this particular domain? धारा 300 तो पता है ना क्यों होती है? तो इस तरह से आपको डीपीडी पता होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सब डीपीडीपी के दायरे में आ रहे हैं हम लोग. डीपीडीपी इज इंडियाज एक्ट which has been crafted by central government in 2023, which is known as Digital Personal Data Protection Act. इकलौता एक्ट है जो आपको और हमें कॉमन मैन को पावर देता है अपने डिजिटल डेटा को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. अगर कल को आपके डिजिटल डेटा जो आपने फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम पे डाला था, या जो आप व्हाट्सएप पे कम्युनिकेशन कर रहे हो, उसका अगर मिसयूज हो जाता है, तो देयर इज अ वे इन विच यू कैन क्लेम द कंपनीज that boss, you have used our data, you have misused our data, you have circulated our data or sold out our data to someone else, which has affected our individuality or privacy. Then you have to be punishable. This is a punishable offense. You have to get reimbursement for that. Hospitals जो आपके medical records hold करते हैं, don't you believe that's a privacy data of yours? Banks which keeps the data of your financial transactions, your what do you say, mobile operators who has taken your Aadhaar card for releasing your SIMs. Your even hotels and all which have created or secure your identity before allotting a room to you. Don't you believe all these are covering up under or needs to be covered up under data privacy? Because यहाँ से कहीं से भी डेटा लीक हो तो नुकसान आप किसका होगा? आपका या हमारा? So Digital Personal Data Protection Act is an act which is released by Government of India in 2023, and it will be sequentially implemented, systematically implemented in next 2 years down the line. And that's the only act which is giving us a power. और power कितनी है आपको बताऊं मैं. So if your data get lost out, you can claim from 10,000 rupees to 250 crore rupees.